Well, hello there, welcome back to IVATOPIA's Let's Play episode 4 of Nothing Other Than Cold Tide. That made no sense what I just said, but anyway, go with me. Torment Tides of Numenera. I'm probably butchering that too, but oh well. Anyway, as the last thing this guy said, it's partly my mind, by the way. It says, when you wake up, you will find the Renaissance chamber and activate it. And that's probably going to re-heal my body or something. Bring me one with the tides. Then we can. What the hell is that? Let's find out, shall we? Ooh! 1, 2, 3, 4 legs. Good, it's the sorrow. Oh, he just smashed what I was supposed to walk through. Very good. Oh, he's killing the other bits of me, I guess. The sorrow is anchored to those reflections. It's devouring their power. The spectre. We have to get rid of them. Destroy its anchors, or else the sorrow will erase us forever. Crisis innocent. Current objectives. Kill the reflections. Okay, I haven't done combat before. How do I do it? Crisis. A crisis begins when you enter into a dangerous situation. Crisis are turn-based encounters. That's good, so I don't have to rush. Crisis, I don't have to rush. Whew! Where you can fight, sneak, manipulate the environment, or talk your way out of trouble. How do I talk to this? Each turn you can take one action to attack or activate an ability. You can also make one move. The reflection is near you. Kill it. You're losing the sorrow's anchor. Okay. Use to attack an enemy or move to a position. Try clicking the highlighted character now. Effort can be applied to the attack to increase your chance to hit. As with other tasks, each level of effort increases your chance by 20% at a cost of 1 point from a stat pool. Where's my stat pool? I need to do that. Unarmed attacks use speed, but other weapons and abilities may use might or intelligence, so I need to focus on speed. Go for it! Oh, nice. Sarah's turn. Oh, sugar muffins. What in the escaping is going on to hide inside your mind? Now run, get to the next one. You can sacrifice your action for the turn to double move instead of attacking. The movement preview line turns purple when over a position that requires double move. There's a purple thing. Attack out of range.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's do this. Surf's turn. Fragment. This is weird. When you apply effort to attack, it also increases the damage you deal. Different weapons and abilities gain different amounts of bonus damage. Very good. You already used your action this turn, and you will need to wait until next turn to deal with another reflection. You can move somewhere to spend your remaining moves, but if you want to end your turn early, you can click the end turn button. I guess I could stand here, then I can hit next turn. If it'll let me. Apparently not.
Yes. Now.
Oh, whatever. What is these things? Come on. Oh, sugar muffins. How did it say to end turn without moving him? End turn. There, so it's that button. What are these? Last cast off, might, speed. Oh, I see. So I'm using my speed up. Hide attack. Activate abilities granted by the character type of focus. Oh, so these are the abilities. I don't have any items yet. Can't use these yet. Sucker punch. One might. I've used my turn now, haven't I? So maybe I should try for sucker punch and just regular attack now. Ah. Okay, let's try this. Nice. I sucker punched you.
Going.
Go over and get him, let's go. Uh oh, infection. What is he doing now? It's affecting it somehow. What's that? Fatalities. Fatalities? What? Fatalities are temporary conditions or status effects that can improve or reduce the character's stats. The sorrow has just placed a fetal on the remaining reflection. You can't remove this fetal, but you may find a way to overcome it. What the fudge? I just need to kill it, don't I? What's the fetal do? It's that green thing. Can I click him? See what it does. Oh, choose one exploration, lore, or conversation skill in the skill while active. Activate until next sleep. One use per day. Remaining consumed action. I guess it's that. Because that wasn't highlighted before, was it? Okay, I don't know what his fetal thing's done to him now, so it sucks. Mystical, natural, fingers, smashing. Fingers? Maybe?
That's the stuff.
Okay, I don't know what that did, but... I hope I did the right thing, because I don't know what that's doing. Sucker punch him anyway. Nope. The armor stat reduces physical damage. The fetal the sorrow placed on this character has boosted its armor by 10, meaning it will absorb 10 points of damage from each attack. This reflection's armor is now too high for you to overcome with your unarmed. Fudge! What do I do? The reflection is protected somehow. You need to find a way to hit it even harder. I'm trying. Grab the piece of mirror glass. It might have enough energy to kill it. Ooh! Glass! I didn't know I could grab stuff. To pick up loot, use on the highlighted object, then click take all or double click the individual item you want.
Yes.
Go, go, go! That's the end for this turn. Uh-oh. What the fudge? What happened then? I didn't do anything. I just picked the glass up. Spectre, it lets you live. I don't understand. I don't know where its pieces went, but I know. He shakes his head. Those things are going to grow like a cancer, an infection. He looks at you. Oh, he holds his head in his hands. I can't believe it found us in here. He looks at you, terror in his eyes. That thing, the sorrow, it's been hunting you. It's what killed you in the first place. It'll keep hunting you until you activate the resonant chamber. I didn't remember until I saw it, but that's why the chamber is so important. You have to get back and activate the chamber before it's too late. The portal to your body is that shimmering dome there. Go now. Can I talk to you? You seem familiar. I knew you once. Bye.
Let's go.
I'm going. Oh, I got the stat thing on me now. An XP to advance your character's XP is gained mostly from solving quests, but you can also... Ah, too fast.
Where did he fall from?
He was helping me.
His body smashed to talk. So wonder he's still breathing.
All I saw was a corona, not his origin point. But look, he's healing already. Spontaneous regeneration.
You look at... Wait, I know that face. Oh! That's not the unconscious. What was that? What did you do? Calsteed. His tone has become accusatory, suspicious. Hey, no deed yet. Whoa! I got a achievement. Suspicious. You open your eyes. First thing you notice is this man's kaleidoscope of tattoos raving across his forearm. He wears a long dark coat, belted at the waist, supplies filling the pockets. His boots are worn and stained with years of travel. You blame me? He emitted an he's blaming her. You blame me? He emitted an internal psychological reaction in response to the fall, probably related to the fantastic healing process. Obviously, Algudin, whoever. Oh, it's his name. Her voice rolls and hisses, and you have to rub your eyes to be sure that you're not seeing double. Faint echoes of her actions trail from her, each nearly mimicking her, though some act and react to... What was that? Stimulate, whatever, that you can't perceive. Her vivid hair and outrageous clothing remain constant through these shadows. She got like multiple ones over her too. Oh yes, it's obvious. Calsteed. His voice is grim and clipped. Then he sees you looking at him. You're no ordinary mortal. We know that much. Start talking. His face is hard and set. I'm no ordinary mortal. What do you mean? Who are you? Where am I? How did I get here? Who are you? Tires are shifted. If you don't remember who I am, you're more self-centered than I've ever imagined. Don't remember who I am. Why? I don't know who you are. Silver Tide raised a tiny amount. You know he's not the changing god, Alarin. It's his face. I've never seen any other people rebuild themselves like that. Only the changing god could have healed so quickly. He sighs and rubs his face, trying to regain his composure. Maybe you could help me for a change. You know what this means to me? You're familiar with the word changing. Altar. It implies inconsistency. Thus, the changing god may well have changed. Several versions of her shrug, and she addresses you. You have to forgive him. He believes you're someone he once knew, even though it's painfully obvious to anyone that you are newly born. Her most solid... Oh, did she curtsy then? I was looking at the reading. I thought I saw coming out of curtsy. Her most solid self curtsies. Ah, she did. I just keep reading. While others bow will spin. I and my sisters call stage. This is Algren. We are explorers, knowledge seekers. That's how we came to be in this room. If I'm not mistaken, you are what we call a cast-off. The changing god created you, body and mind. Your sire used your body for a time, then abandoned it for reasons of his own. When his mind departed for a new experience, you were born in his cast-off shell. Okay. So basically it's like a god who uses different bodies, and then... So he, like, I assume that's probably what the memory was of my place when I got attacked. At some point they caught me. He used my body. I have no memory. He then throws me off, and my memories are broken and trying to come back to what I was. Where are we? What is this place? Who is this changeling god? Ha! That's something coming from you. He gives him a sidelong glance. The changing god is your sire, dear. He discovered a path to immortality long ago, and means to transfer his self to a new body of his own creation. I don't think he knew, however, that when he abandoned one body, another mind was birthed to fill the void. Oh, he knew, all right. He eyes you up and down coldly. The only thing the changing god cares about is himself. He doesn't give a single thought for those he leaves behind. Where are we? What is this place? A sarcophagum. What the fudge am I saying? A sarcophagum. A sactum of your sires. The common belief is he has several such places throughout the ninth world, possibly other worlds as well. We were only just able to gain entry to this one because of your grand entrance. Who is a changeling duck now? So basically you can ask the things from before. Are there any other cast-offs? Dozens, hundreds. Who can say? Your sire has been doing this for several centuries. Though if all of them were born the way you claim to have been, it's a wonder any of them survived. And you tell me about the other cast-offs? No, it's the same thing, isn't it? So you say I was born when the changeling god left, but why am I not dead? Hey caramba, I used a siphon to slow your fall further, but the damage still wouldn't have killed an ordinary person. Sorry. But think about it. You're the kind of person who can make your body into anything you want. What do you do? If you constructed bodies for centuries, you want to make each one better than the last. You want to live forever. You're not going to let your life end by accident. No, you make strong bodies, fast, powerful, maybe throw in regeneration while you're at it. Interesting. Changeling God has always been vain. He rarely stays long in a shell that doesn't suit him. Self-image. She looks you up and down, her smile suddenly unnerving. Perhaps the changeling god fled because he didn't want to wear those scars of yours. What are scars for? How can you be sure this body's of a cast-off? If the changeling god abandoned my body, where is he now? Yeah, that one first. If he abandoned your body, then his conscience fled to another. He eyes you keenly. Oh, do stop. The look she gives Alman is equally piercing, amplified by the withering glares of her sisters. If there's... Oh, that's supposed to be her sisters around her. Okay. If there's one thing we know about the Changeling God, dear, is that he's always has contingency, whatever. This child was born here. The object of your obsession will have been reborn somewhere else. How can you be sure this body is a cast-off? You mean aside from your miraculous reformation? For one thing, there's your tattoo. All cast-offs have one, though its purpose is beyond me. And then, of course, there's your delicious nap, whatever that is. And he said if he likes the image and he wants to look the same all the time, he's got to have the same tattoo, isn't he? He could be faking it. You don't live hundreds of years without learning to lie convincingly. Oh, for she sighs in whatever that word is, then says to you, what do you think? Are you a newborn child, or are you a powerful immortal whom death has robbed of his memories? Alan crosses his arms and growls, fine, what do you think? I survived that fall and have skills and powers I don't recall learning. What if I am the Changeling God? There's so much I don't know or remember. I think I must be a cast-off. You obviously knew the Changeling God, Elmer. What do you think? Am I him? Tides have shifted. That is just the kind of question he would ask, like Karumba. He scurries you in a way he hadn't before. I admit, you carry yourself differently. The Changeling God I knew had a glint of knowing everything about our world and the worlds before it. The worlds. Your personality, that's very much the same. You personally. Blue Tide rises a small amount. You could be him. I hope not, for your sake. You would have a lot to answer for from a lot of people. And what are you basing that conclusion on, Alman? Your feelings? He looks away, and his composure slips a little. Gods, who's so wretched sometimes, calloused? What was the blast of energy when I woke up? You know, I'm going to end the episode right here, so like, subscribe, and good stuff, and tune next time when I'll click what was this blast of energy when I woke up and find out what it was. This is IVATOPIA saying bye for now, people. Bye, have a good day. Bye.